Hello and welcome to the XwhY podcast, the show where four college roommates, with the help of a male guest star, answer their women's burning questions about the male brain. I'm Delaney Wessel.
I'm Anna Conway.
And I'm Mia Flores.
And today we're joined with a very special guest. We have our friend from high school and former Texas A&M Yell leader, Thomas Greve.
Hi, how y'all doing?
Yay. So, Thomas, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so from Arlington, so been in Texas my whole life. My dad was class of 91 here at A&M, so when I told him I wanted to go into the military, he was like, oh, you need to come check out the Corps. So did a tour here, fell in love with the place, came, and now I'm in my 5th year as a senior. I was a Yell leader for 2 years. That was a blast. I loved every second of that. And now I'm contracted with the Navy, so I'm going to be I'm going to pilot training next year. I'll go to Pensacola, Florida for 2 years to train and then fly for them. So super excited.
Wow. All right. Well, lots of lore there.
You're our celebrity guest for the show.
Yeah, this is kind of a big deal.
If anyone that doesn't go to A&M watches this, which I doubt, like,
Isn't this exciting?
he's a celebrity.
No, I'm just a dude. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not in the Century Singers, which is a start.
Yeah, that is
yeah.
No offense to the Century
no.
Singers,
We
guys.
love you
Love
guys.
y'all.
We love you. Yeah, but we want to widen our range of guests here. So, all right. So let's just start off with our first question, or really a statement that we ask everyone on the XwhY podcast. Thomas, please prove to me that you are a man in an appropriate manner.
Yeah, well, so I thought about this on the car drive over, and it really didn't take me long because I just looked down and I was like, oh,
That is not an appropriate manner.
That is not an appropriate manner? Oh, okay. I did not mean like that. I mean, I looked at my shirt. I looked at my shirt, and I thought to myself, oh, I'm wearing a Metallica shirt, and I'm coming from a 2-hour lift, so I think that does it. So
Okay.
I feel like
Yeah.
girls could wear a Metallica shirt.
okay, that's true.
I mean,
How many girls are wearing a Metallica shirt coming from a 2-hour lift?
I don't know.
I'm not saying it's
I
impossible,
maybe we
but-
should start a study. I don't know.
Yes,
Yeah, that would be
statistically,
good.
Women in the
leaning
comments.
towards the guys.
Women
Yep.
in the co-
That's, I'm still laughing at the direction you thought I was going.
Well, I was
now,
like,
now
whoa,
it makes
whoa.
sense. No, it makes sense.
That's why we preface in an
That's why I-
appropriate
Yeah, I
manner.
could have worded that a lot different. Yeah, that's on me. That's on me.
Okay. All right.
Oh, dang. We're already going to have to
It's gonna
edit
be a long
this.
one.
I know.
Yeah.
Sorry. Future me, I'm so sorry. All right. So, the next question that we ask everyone, because I think it's very indicative of your personality, would you rather be a cowboy, pirate, wizard, or a knight?
Oh, I'm a nerd, so a wizard. Like, I think a wizard definitely.
Everyone loves the wizards.
Well, I mean, I feel like a wizard could be all of them, though, right? Like, if you got magic.
Mia, look what you've done.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
That's what I'm saying.
Episode 1, I convinced our first guest. He was like, "Oh, I think I'm going to be a knight." I was like, "No, you want to be a wizard." And
yeah.
He changed
Yeah.
his mind.
He changed his mind.
It's just the way to go.
Yeah, I mean, a wizard could conjure up a horse, so boom, cowboy. A wizard could conjure up armor, so boom, knight. And a pirate, I mean, like, a wizard could just, like, he doesn't
Well,
even need
you're
a boat.
not a real cowboy if you already have, like, all the supplies you need to be a cowboy and more, So, like, you can just facade as a cowboy, but you're really not a cowboy if you're a wizard.
Well, but I mean, just because he has the horse doesn't mean he has to use his powers to, like, wrangle up the horse, Like, he's got a lasso and everything. Like, he could still, like, do all the other, the manual
But
labor
that's
and
like, I mean, why would you have all the power and then you
stuff.
just
And not
decide
use,
to
yeah, I
manual
mean, that's
labor?
fair. That's
But
fair.
if the wizard was powerful enough, then you could make a reality where you get all the fun and no strife. Like, I can wave my wand and all of a sudden I'm in a cowboy AU where where I can be a cowboy but I don't die of dysentery.
Boom.
you know?
Then you're really not a cowboy then.
Yeah. But
I guess that's
anyways,
part of
are
the
you a
fun.
cowboy? What is a cowboy?
Define cowboy.
Yeah.
It's a cowboy.
Yeah. Dang.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going with wizard.
It's so deep.
All right.
That's
Wow.
definitely my answer.
Wow. So many wizards. That's crazy.
Wow.
I thought cowboy was the winner, and now it's
wizard.
wizard.
Yeah. All of our preliminary guys that we've asked via my family members, my boyfriend, they all said cowboy.
Wow.
Yeah, everyone. And then
Everyone.
we start filming, and everyone's like, wizard.
Yeah. Knight, wizard.
That's funny.
No pirates,
Still
though.
one
Sorry, Dad.
pirate.
That's just my dad.
Dang.
My dad is the only man.
Pirate was my
be
number
like
2.
pirate.
I think pirate
Really?
was, yeah.
Explain
Interesting.
why pirate is, like, cool.
Well, I think there's an appeal to, like, that's just such a freeing. I mean, obviously they suck and they do bad things and blah 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 blah. But, like, minus that, there's this appeal to, like, I'm on the ocean and, like, no, totally at nature's whim, like no laws, like we do whatever we want. We're pirates. I think that's the appeal to that. So, yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting. I don't know.
Yeah. But the wizard's cooler.
Oh, okay. Now moving to my question, Thomas. Can you explain to me the appeal of the Nike Elite socks in middle school?
I never,
Especially
I don't know.
tucked into like the Sperry's or the saddle shoes if you went
Yeah.
to private school. I just don't understand.
I know. So my brother was obsessed. He had. I know. I never
Why?
got it. I did it because I was one of those middle schoolers that was like desperate to be cool, but I never
Aren't
like.
we all?
Yeah, but like I never was like, I never thought to myself like independently like, oh wow, neon socks, that's sick. No, it was just like, oh, I guess this is the cool thing. But my brother had. Okay, did y'all ever see the like spring blade shoes, the Nike spring blades?
Spring.
Okay, they were like.
This must be a man
It
thing.
was no. This is it was a stupid thing, is what it was. It was just a shoe, but instead of like a regular bottom, regular sole, it had plastic little bits that like curved, and that was literally so it was supposed to like.
You mean those like Reebok squiggly ones?
Oh, wait.
I had those because I thought
no.
those were hype. They weren't.
I don't think it was those. They basically were supposed to be like you're walking on springs so you can jump higher.
Oh, I
interesting.
do.
So
remember
there was
those.
like plastic bits that like would compress.
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, and he begged my parents to get him some, and they caved, and he had the full decked, like, the spring blades, the freaking basically knee-high socks, the shorts below the knees, because that was also
Of
a
course,
middle school
right?
thing. Yeah. And then and then an Under Armour shirt for whatever
I think
reason.
it's crazy that like that age you start like liking girls, but then they also decide, oh yeah, let me wear this right now.
Yeah.
Well, that was like the uniform of the time, you know?
That's
That's
true.
true.
Everyone was doing it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No, so I can't answer your question because I don't know. I think I do think there were a lot of people in my shoes though that were
Probably.
like, this is actually like weird and like lame, but somehow it's cool, so I'm gonna do it.
I'm sure there's an equivalent right now. Like my brother's in 6th grade, so
There's gotta be
Yeah. Well, aren't they? Wasn't Prime? No. Is Prime the drink all the
Yeah.
kids
Yeah.
are buying?
Logan
Yeah.
Paul's drink.
Yeah.
Why?
why?
It's
I
just
don't get
it's
it.
logos. That's it. It's just like
Yeah.
it's all brands are cool and that's.
Yeah, I see like these middle schoolers with like at least the girls. They have like little Stanleys. I'm like, what do you need that
Yeah.
for?
Uh-huh.
You're like 12. Come on.
Yep. That's a great example.
Consumerism.
Yep.
All right. So my question is, I don't know about y'all, but like a lot of people have these, I'm just waiting for someone to bring this up in conversation so I could talk about it. Just like your special niche, like let's talk about this. I'm ready to talk about this. Do you have one of those, and what is it?
Like something I'm always dying to talk about.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, it's not the Roman Empire, if that's what. I don't know if that's been
not
brought
what
up
we were
on this
going with,
podcast.
but-
Yeah, well, I think tangent. I think that's a stupid TikTok trend. I
You
don't.
don't
I
think
don't.
about the Roman
You
Empire?
don't think about the Roman Empire?
No.
That kind of shocks
And
me.
if I do,
actually.
it's
No.
like once a month, not once a day or whatever that was. Something I'm dying to talk about. I love food, so if I will always engage in a conversation about food, but I don't know if I'm like the one itching to talk about it, or if I just get excited when it gets brought up. I'm a huge nerd, so Star Wars. I freaking love Star Wars. Lord of the Rings. That's another one. Any video game that I enjoy. So like if I find out someone else likes video games, now that itch starts. And I'm like, okay. I'm like,
Yeah.
Call of Duty, Halo, Minecraft.
Must talk.
Yeah. So I think for me, there has to be. There's not like a general thing I'm trying to bring up, but if someone hints that they like something, so if they're like, "Oh, I'm an Aggie," okay, now I'm like, "Oh, Aggie football." I'm sure this person's is ready to talk about that, or like, or if, like I said, if video games comes up, then I'm like, "Oh, ooh, yeah," so I'm ready. So I think
Physical itch.
Yeah. So I think for me, it's like there's got to be that like initial stage of like hinting at the.
We're
they
both
like.
interested in the same thing.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
On this show, our thing is the Clone Wars. It always gets brought up.
It gets brought up
It's
frequently.
always
Actually.
gets brought up.
Is this
Top-
the 5th time in a row?
I think this might be the 5th time in a row that we've brought up the Clone Wars.
Watch Clone Wars.
Yes.
Do it now.
We're just propaganda at this
3
point.
favorite TV shows, hands down.
Wow.
What are the other
yeah.
two?
Yes. Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad. No,
Wow.
wait,
Wow, you
yes,
did that really
yes,
fast.
yes, yeah. Those would be my three.
Is that the order? Like it? What's the order?
I would say personally Game of Thrones, then Clone Wars, then Breaking Bad.
Wow.
The ending didn't tank it for you?
I know it was bad. It was, but I think I know that it's not because it's actually a bad story. It's because the TV show outpaced the author.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's just like, okay, if we're on the topic of Star Wars, it's the same way I look at anything past Episode 6 that Disney pretty much did.
Yeah.
That's
You're more
not
optimistic
that's
than I
not
am.
Star Wars.
I
That's
get
like,
so mad.
now there's some
I hate
things.
that stuff.
Disney hasn't dropped the ball on everything in Star Wars, I will say.
I
on
like
that
Rogue
standpoint.
One.
Rogue One was great. Andor was great.
Yeah.
watch that one.
They 2/3 of the ending of Clone Wars, fantastic.
I agree.
There were some mid things. I thought Kenobi was mid.
Yeah, I
Just,
didn't really like that.
Mid. I actually like the Han Solo movie. I think that gets.
Wow, I disagree.
Well, that's a hot take.
I
That's a
actually
hot
like
take.
I
it.
don't hate it. I never I want to watch Solo.
Yeah, I'm not either, but it's one of the few Disney Star Wars productions that I watch, and I'm not like, I hate Disney. So
Well,
just so
I mean,
brown.
it doesn't like totally change the lore. It kind of just like
Yeah.
they don't. Yeah,
I
I don't know. I've only seen that like twice.
Well, I just
too.
think that whole movie is so brown. Like the
Okay,
entire
you-
colorscape is
so I did
brown.
hear you the same.
The story
I was
is
like, what does
so
brown mean?
boring.
Yeah.
Actually brown.
No, like if you look at they take every like what are they called like frame and put them all side by side, the whole thing is brown. Like the whole movie is just brown. If you watch it again, the whole
I
thing
would
is
have
brown.
never picked up on
It's
that. That's so interesting.
film minor, but like
Okay.
and just everything just seems like they're trying to find like, oh, you know what we need? Why does Han Solo call Chewbacca Chewie? And it can't just be because
because he
that's
does.
because he just does.
Yeah.
They're like, that's too long. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
It's a
that is
Very
prequel. It's
Disney-esque.
so annoying. It's so annoying. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, yeah, but to your earlier question, I look at Game of Thrones season 8 the same way. I'm like, that's not real. They haven't finished the show yet. It hasn't even ended yet.
I mean, denial's a great coping mechanism, I would say. It just it makes me mad.
Yeah. Oh, I was furious. I was so pissed. And like, it wasn't even so because everyone's like, Daenerys shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have made what's his name? Cripple the king. What's his-
Spoiler.
Oh
Brandon.
yeah, if you haven't
Yeah.
watched it,
I don't even know what any of this
I know. I'm
means
like, I
at
haven't
all.
seen any of this.
My
Yeah.
brain's so empty.
But
right
no,
now.
what really did it for me was the way they just pitifully killed off the White Walker king.
That made me mad. I was mad that the person that did it is the one that did it. It shouldn't have
Yeah.
been. It should have been them. It shouldn't have been them.
I don't know. I just think that what they really should have done, and I know I'm not the only one who has this opinion, there should have been one season to deal with King's Landing, and there should have been another season to deal with the White Walkers.
Yeah.
I mean, the White Walkers are this enemy they've been building up for the entire show, and then they have one battle, and
Yeah,
that's
it was
it.
so upsetting.
That's it. I was so pissed. Sorry, I know I'm going on
Like,
a
I
tangent
don't
now.
know.
but-
That's,
Well, I guess we found it.
yeah, we found
The
what
Game
it
of
is.
Thrones ending.
It's the Game of Thrones ending. All right. Okay, next question. So this is a bit of a hypothetical. So imagine a couple years, maybe farther down the line, and your wife has been kidnapped. Oh no.
that sucks.
She's being held at a location 30 minutes away. You know where it is. You're hopping in the car to go get her. Are you turning on music? And if you are, what's the song?
Berserk by Eminem.
Wow, that was off the dome. That was off the dome.
That is my like. I'm gonna go kick some ass song.
Why do you know that? You're
for
taking the
reasons.
time to queue up this song before you drive.
No, that's just all. It's already ready.
Oh, it's ready.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's like.
My brother said no music, silence.
Oh, that's scarier.
I think that's almost worse.
That is scarier.
That is
wow.
scary. Cold.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I keep
cold.
smashing this thing.
No, it's okay.
That's gonna suck for editing later.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Wow.
Yeah, I can never think of one off the dome. I feel like I have a lot. I'd have to find my perfect playlist before I leave to go rescue my husband. But Yeah,
I can't think of anything.
If
I
like
think I just
had to,
silence.
to play a song to start the car. I don't know.
I feel like I do silence too.
I think I do
I don't even
silence.
know what I listen to.
Yeah, not because like I can't think of, probably because I can't think of anything, but also I'm just so like overwhelmed. Like I'll just think it in my head as I drive.
That,
I don't have time to queue it up.
No, that's fair. I probably would have that song just on repeat for the whole half-hour drive. Yeah.
Wow.
It gets me fired up. I love that song.
All right, interesting.
All right. So I don't know if you relate or not, but what's like guys' thing with like cigars? Like, why are they good? I'm confused.
Me too.
Smoking bad, but cigar good.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really smoking, but I still don't understand the appeal.
I think it's like, so I've smoked a few. I'm not a big smoker myself, but if I am going to smoke a cigar, like I think most guys, it's only going to be on a special occasion, right? So I think for most guys, it's like champagne on New Year's for a lot of people. And you might say, oh, well, I like the taste of champagne. I don't like a cigar.
Right, exactly.
But there are guys out there who will tell you, oh, I genuinely like, there are, certain cigars have flavors and certain cigars have,
I don't get how it, like, you don't breathe it because it stays in your mouth. I'm just confused. That's how it was explained to me. Is that how it works?
So a cigar is smoked differently than a cigarette, right? So a cigarette, you're inhaling the smoke into your lungs.
Yeah.
But a cigar, it just stays in your mouth.
How do you do that
do you
without
do
it
that?
going into your, like it has to
Like
some.
putting a bubble in your mouth.
You have to like
Yes, it's like putting, but like,
a bubble.
but not like,
Like
but instead of like,
No, I'm
instead
like-
of like blowing the bubble, you're like sucking the bubble. I've never had to explain it before. That's actually interesting.
I'm just kind of
I'm
confused.
confused.
How, so you don't breathe in, you just leave it in your mouth.
Right. Like, you are not
Oh.
inhaling it.
So you're not going like,
Right.
so you just let
Here's
it
what-
cook in there.
Yeah.
let it cook?
Yeah.
That's so
XY
interesting.
segment.
But- and then
we
the-
smoke cigars.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Oh no.
I don't even know where to buy those.
No. I'm not doing that. All right, Mia.
Okay, so we were talking about this when we were watching Titanic a while back. Great movie.
Fire.
Awesome. What are your thoughts of women and children first? You're in
Women
a
and children
disaster
first?
scenario.
I think in general it applies, right? But I mean, I think there are unquestionably some like women who are more prepared to handle emergency situations than some men. So, I mean, I don't think it's a blanket statement, right? It's like if you've got like a female Marine on a ship that's going down, and then you also have like, an 80-year-old man, I'd put the 80-year-old man in the lifeboat first. And then, and some people might say, oh, well, that's the whole like elderly first. And okay, fair. But let's say you have like, I don't know, a mid-30s man whose career is there's no physical labor. There's like they are not prepared for emergency situations. They hardly work out, right? Like I still think in that situation, like this person is less likely to survive the longer they stay on the boat than I would guess the female Marine is going to be. And so I think in that instance, like it's not so much about let's get these genders and these like
That was
age
so
groups
politically
out.
correct.
That was so
No, but genuinely, I mean,
Wow.
that is what I believe. Like, let's not just get like these certain groups out. It's about like let's get the people who are least likely to survive off the ship first.
So that would be if you were in charge of evacuating the Titanic, you'd be bouncing the lifeboats. Like
You'd be
letting-
putting-
Yeah.
me on there
Okay. I
first.
mean, yeah. I guess so. That's an ideal situation. If we're being realistic, right? Like the captain is not going to be, like sorting everyone. Like, okay, like you're less likely and you're less likely. Like in that situation, you do have to kind of give blanket statements. So I think in real life, I think it works. I think it's a good,
Okay.
a good efficient strategy. So to save lives, I don't know.
All right. Okay. And then because we are from A&M and you are former Yell leader, just tell us a little bit about what that experience was like for you.
Yeah, it was awesome. It's undoubtedly the most unique, the like coolest, like thing I've definitely done up until this point in my life, and possibly like going forward. Hopefully not. I hope I do cooler things.
I hope you haven't peaked yet.
Yeah, me neither. That would suck. But no, it was awesome. I love this university. I'm like so deeply passionate about it. So to get to serve in a role like that, and to do it twice, right? Because you get elected every year, was such an honor. Especially like having Aggies in my family. We're a pretty split TSIP Aggie family, but I know.
Scary.
Yikes.
House divided.
Yeah. So, but don't worry, the bloodline is turning more maroon every year. So we're moving in the right direction.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, but to be able to like make my dad proud and like the rest of the family proud in that regard was awesome. But I met my best friends going through that. I met some incredible people, had some incredible opportunities, got to travel the country pretty much, at least the South. Like that was awesome. Just did push myself to limits I didn't think was possible, right? Like we do over 400 events a year.
Heck?
It's a lot.
There's like less days in a
No,
year.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's so crazy.
Exactly. And like have never slept less in my life. For
I
sure.
believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of,
Dang.
but I loved it. It was awesome.
Well, that's great.
Wow.
Okay. Well, now we're going to transition to the pop culture section of
Oh,
XwhY. I hope you
God.
studied.
Oh, yeah. Study
Oh,
up. Yeah.
this is gonna be
Every guy
so
has the same
embarrassing.
reaction. They're like, oh, no.
I'm horrible with this. Okay.
Okay, so my question is definitely like for the women, so you might not
yeah.
know. But if you had sisters, you might know. Can you name me any Barbie movie from the early 2000s?
Barbie.
No.
Like the animated one.
The little animated ones from
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Now that you're saying this, okay, I do remember like old commercials for this. I don't know, Barbie and the Fairy Adventure. Barbie and Ken. That's got to be one.
Nope,
Nope.
that's not one actually.
Ken.
They're actually not named Ken most of the time. They
Yeah.
get different names.
Oh.
There's a Dominic and a Steven and a
Derek.
Derek.
They all look the same.
They all look the same.
Yeah, because they're all Ken dolls, technically.
Right.
Yeah,
But
and she's not Barbie
yeah,
in them
spice
either.
it up a little bit.
Oh.
Like she's Clara and Odette. And
So Barbie and Ken is like their species, and then
I guess.
I guess.
In my brain, they're the actors.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's actually part of the
Yes.
BCU, the Barbie Cinematic Universe,
Oh,
is
wow.
that like Barbie's an actress in all these movies.
Yes.
And so she's playing like Clara in
Oh.
The Nutcracker.
So they have
and,
blooper reels.
creative.
yeah, and there's blooper reels. You gotta watch these movies. They're great.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're kind of getting me excited. Yeah. I'll have to ask my girlfriend if she's seen them. Maybe we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure
Wars
she
and
has.
Barbie
The next date night,
They're
yeah.
so
Yeah.
lighthearted. I mean,
That's awesome.
Can't
No,
go
okay,
wrong.
but no, I guess I can't think of one. No.
Yeah. Well, the early ones are based off of like ballet. So there's like Barbie and a Nutcracker, Barbie and Swan Lake, Barbie and Rapunzel. My personal favorite, Barbie Princess Charm School. I could talk about that one forever.
we're going through them all. As
We are, because
roommates.
Anna hasn't seen them.
I never grew up watching them, brothers. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if it makes you feel better, I've never seen the High School Musical movies. So yeah, I knew I'd get that reaction. Yeah, I've never seen those, and I've seen one. I think I've seen maybe all of one of the Pitch Perfects.
Oh, I have only seen the
like
first
Pitch
Pitch Perfect.
I've only seen the
Okay,
first
that's
one.
not
Yeah.
as that doesn't equate to High
That
School
doesn't hurt me as
Musical.
much. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's good to know.
Okay, Anna.
Okay, Thomas. Who was the lead singer of Fifth Harmony back when that was a thing? This is off the dome.
I couldn't even tell you what Fifth Harmony is.
You know who Fifth Harmony is?
No.
Like the girl group that what was there's some of their songs. Like the one with
Me
the
and my
construction.
girls,
Yeah.
work from home.
Yeah,
worth it. I don't know why
Baby,
this is
I'm
off the
worth
dome.
it. No.
You know?
We can work from home.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Not even Fifth Harmony.
Preface. I am garbage at knowing any pop culture reference, not just ones targeted towards women. It's bad. Ask my roommates.
Wow.
It-
Trivia is not your thing.
No, it's not. At O'Bannon's, I'm the one holding the team down every Wednesday. So
I love trivia.
Yeah.
it's fun. I have fun.
go
I
a lot,
learn.
actually.
I just don't help.
We weirdly go a lot.
I know. It just
now
occurred to
thinking
me. I'm
about
like, oh, we actually do trivia a
it.
lot.
Wow. All right.
All right.
Oh,
so,
the answer.
We're gonna say the
Oh, yeah,
answer?
the answer.
Well, it's Camila Cabello.
Don't know who that is.
All right.
Okay.
Never mind.
Wow.
All right. Go ahead, Mia.
All right. I thought my question was going to be too easy, but I don't know anymore.
Yeah,
So,
probably not.
can you name 3 reality shows that are going on right now, and not like manly ones?
Okay.
manly ones.
Yeah, like I don't know, Duck Dynasty, or where they go out and like
Okay.
break ice, or I don't know. I'm not a man.
Follow the Wild Man.
What? Love Island? That's one, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Dang, that's really all I had. Hold on.
What?
There's
Hold
a
on.
really big one going on right now.
Right now.
Oh, isn't the Bachelor? Is that one?
Yes, but what? This is a different kind of bachelor.
The Bachelorette?
No.
It's
What?
closer.
Closer.
This is new. It's kind of
It's new.
But
This is kinda
it's a new.
Oh,
spin-off
okay,
of
right. It has to be going on right now. I was like, does that not count?
Yeah.
I want to say I saw a commercial about like the Bachelorette reunion or something, like 10th anniversary, 20th. I don't know.
I don't really know.
Okay, all right. Let me try another one.
I'll give you
Hold
a
on.
half on that.
Yeah.
Because you were halfway
Okay,
there.
1.5 away. Let's see.
Yeah.
Do the Kardashians still do stuff? Didn't they have a show?
They did, but I
They
don't
have a new
think
one
they're
on
still
Hulu.
running.
I think they moved it to a different streaming platform, but I don't know if it's still going.
Yeah.
It could be. I mean, they're immortal.
Yeah. Okay. Does that count for?
I'll give it
quarter
to
of a
you, 'cause
point?
yeah.
That's the other half.
Okay,
That's
one
the other half.
one away. Okay. Oh, there's got to be another one I know.
There's still a big one going on right now.
Yeah.
Pretty big.
We watched it
We
2
watched
days
it
ago.
last night. It streams on Tuesday nights.
Actually,
Yes.
those 2 days ago.
This does nothing
Or
for me.
I guess that was 2
Yeah.
days ago.
I feel like I've got one on the top of the dome.
Do you?
Probably not. No, I don't know.
Dancing with the Stars is going on right now. That's a big one.
I've never heard of that.
You've never heard?
What? You've
Thomas,
never
you're
heard
lying.
of Dancing with
You're
the
lying.
Stars? There is no way.
There's no way.
There is no way.
Is this where you random people dance with pop stars or what?
This
mean-
has
Or
been
is it
on
just
since
like-
like 2005.
Five.
I hate reality TV.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's not even really. It's like competition TV. It's not really
Yeah.
reality.
Yeah,
reality.
That's
But
It's
it
what-
still
like these
counts.
celebrities. They get paired up with a pro dancer, and then every week they have to learn a new dance, and then they get voted off by the audience, like who's doing the best and who's doing the worst. And it's so entertaining. You've never heard of this?
I don't pay attention to celebrities at all, so no.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, ask me a random pop culture question you think I would know.
Who's Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Okay, I do know this one.
See?
Wrote Hamilton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And Moana,
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The music.
the music.
Oh, well, I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't he write Encanto as well?
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
And what?
Encanto.
Encanto.
The Disney
The
movie.
Disney movie.
Never heard of it. No, I'm serious.
Were
live
you
under
too
a
busy
rock.
like
Yeah,
yell eatering when
basically.
Encanto came out?
Probably.
What do you do in your free time? Do you have a just?
I
Watch Clone Wars over
Yeah.
and over.
Yeah, well,
In a dark room.
At one point in my life, yes.
Wow.
No, I go to class, I work out, I eat. God, I love eating.
All right.
Okay.
And then I don't know, hang out with the guys or with my girlfriend, and then we never do anything.
We don't do
celebrities. Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, so.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
Well, all right. Now we're going to transition to my personal favorite part of the podcast, XXplain, where Thomas is going to be asking us questions. So,
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
Let me think.
I did tell you this.
Did you?
I did.
Oops. Okay. I'm sure I can think of some. Okay. Okay. Girls have, when they all get together and it's just girl time, hang out, sleepover, whatever,
Okay.
in a group, not just one-on-one.
Okay.
What are y'all doing? And okay, and y'all are friends. It's not like random people.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
It depends on the flavor of the hangout. You know.
Right. Do I
'Cause-
like these people?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, but that gives me a follow-up question.
Okay.
Well, let's start with that.
Okay.
It's there's different kinds of hangouts because there's one that you plan far in advance where you have scheduled things to do, But we're all roommates, so we just go down in the living room, and typically, we put something on, we talk. Once that's done, we're just still talking, and
A lot of talking.
lot of talking, lots of it, and maybe we put something else on. Play a game if we feel so inclined.
Yeah.
But it's all
just
revolved
kinda
around
go with the
talking.
flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually just
I mean, a lot of this, I don't know. Historically, my friend groups, like even still. Like when we're talking, usually, like if we're actually having a good time, it kind of like breaks out into like improv, and so we just like
Yeah,
improv
it
things
does
that
a lot,
happen,
actually.
or like made up things that would be funny. This scenario.
Yeah, come up with this podcast.
Oh,
That's how this
That's
episode
cool.
started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
How long have y'all been doing this?
just this semester
Okay.
But we've been talking about it
for a year.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
For a year.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
Got out of the chat. So.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now the follow-up question. You don't like these people.
Okay.
Okay,
Um.
you still go if like you're
Oh, yeah, you
friends,
go.
but they're just. We have this thing called low dosage friends.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
wow.
actually
This is a
coined that term.
Yeah,
Oh,
Delaney.
okay.
This is Delaney's invention.
Low dosage friends.
Low dosage
Got
friends.
It. Got it.
It's like, I love hanging out with you, but
In
if it
small
goes over the
dosages.
threshold
Uh-huh.
in small dosages, it gets a little painful.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. I mean, I have that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think that's
Universal.
You just
Yeah.
kind of mingle with everyone. You just kind of make sure you're, talking to everyone. And then
Yeah.
the night gets later, you kind of just end up with your besties or you're just on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I know that there's people who are going to be there that I'm not like particularly happy to hang out with, but I kind of want to go to this event, I usually turn to like my closer friends and be like, I'll go if you go. And
fair.
Yeah.
because
Okay.
we're in this together.
You put yourself in a buffer. And so that
Okay.
way you have a fail safe if
Yeah. No, that's fair. I mean, I
should.
think guys do that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, but what if it is only an event or what if it's an event that only has low dosage friends?
Oh.
Are you even going?
I feel like it
like
depends
it
on the
still
event.
depends.
I would try to go,
Okay.
be a good friend.
Yeah.
And then once the high dosage hits, I'm out.
Oh, I have to go.
I don't know. I mean, I
I'll
also just
usually
depends what
suck it
you're
up.
doing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not a
okay, so but
baby.
now at this point, the event is what's appealing. It's not so much the like get together and talking, which you would do with.
yes.
Then I would stay.
Then I would stay.
I would stay. Because
If
they're
I
still
really like it.
my friends.
Yeah.
Low dosage or not, and I'm excited for the event. I'll stay.
yeah.
Okay.
Right. Like if we're all going bowling and it's free, I'm like,
Free bowling.
yeah, there's free bowling for girls on Wednesdays.
That's
at Grand
there
Station.
is. Yes.
Yes. And so I'm like, it's fine. I'll go. Even if I'm like,
Okay. Interesting. Good to know. Okay, changing pace a little bit.
okay.
How many girls actually like the color pink?
I like pink.
But like it's like
Their favorite,
your favorite
color.
color. Yeah.
See, it was never my favorite color
was never
growing
my
up because I was
favorite
like, not like other girls. I can't
Same.
like pink. But like, pink looks good on me. And I like pink and I don't know. I think now that I'm like, I don't really care what people think, I've reclaimed pink and the obnoxious pinkness. I think buying pink stuff is cool.
Yeah.
I have this giant. The bright pink phone case is because I like lose my phone a lot.
Oh,
And
smart.
I can't find it, and then I can see it better. But I don't know. I don't really know why girls like pink. Probably because it's just on all of the stuff we've like grown up around.
Nostalgic.
It's like
at
the
this
name.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the time you're old enough to form memories, it's
Yeah.
nostalgic.
I'm not like pro or anti pink. I'm just kind of like, it's a color. My favorite color is navy blue,
Oh, nice.
as evidence. Well, you can't see this in the studio, but all
I
my
mean,
stuff
your,
is navy
your
blue.
laptop case.
Yeah, my laptop case, my backpack, my wallet, like everything I own is navy blue. But I'm not like fiending for pink. But if you hand me something pink, I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of figured it was that way.
Yeah. I do know some people who really like it though.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Did you have anything on that?
Well, I've had a few phases where it's been my favorite color, like in my youth, and then I gravitated away. But like they were saying, to me it's a color, but I think I do like the color pink. A lot of stuff in my room is pink because my room's like pink and green, and then a few accents of stuff. It's a whole thing. My phone's pink because I thought this was the cutest one. But yeah, it's definitely per person. But I feel like the pink, like the pink, was more like around when we were all in second, third,
Yeah.
fourth grade.
Okay.
That's when you either hated pink and wanted it to die,
That was
or
Right, you had to
everything
pick a
you
side.
owned were
Yeah,
was
that's
pink.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Or you were,
It was like a war.
or
I-
you were like the outcast, which were the purple girls.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
what?
me. That was me.
Oh,
That was an
that was
outcast.
not me.
That was me. I was like, you know what? I don't want. Well, because I was also going through my I can't like anything that guys like phase.
Oh.
So I couldn't like blue, and I didn't want to be like other girls, so I can't have pink. So I'm like, I actually really like purple. And I thought that I had like done something.
Wow.
I had not.
Wow.
I was a pink girly then.
Trailblazer.
I don't think I thought about it that much. I think I owned a lot of things that were like lots of colors, I guess. I don't know. My mom picked out like most things I owned when I was little.
I don't know. I think about everything like pretty intensely. So,
Okay, speaking about thinking intensely,
oh boy.
what is, and this is for each of you individually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. What is something that guys do, and not just like one guy, but like collectively
Lord.
you notice guys do
Stereotype.
unintentionally, so it's not like they're purposely doing this, unintentionally do that just drives you insane.
Oh, where do I begin?
I don't know. Drives me insane.
Are we talking like in general or like people that I know very closely? Like,
Well, I mean, I think in general, but obviously like draw from your experiences.
okay.
But like, so something that like, it could be people you know closely.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
something that they do that you believe that like, okay, this is just common in men.
Okay. I don't like the way a lot of guys text.
Oh, I agree.
Oh,
I agree
really?
100%.
It leaves nothing. How am I supposed to work with that? And I'm going to call out Anna's brother. I text Thomas because it was just us in the house. I was like, hey Thomas, do you want fuego?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. I'm like, okay. Do you want your usual like the Dodge City mac and cheese with no onions?
Thumbs up.
Like,
Wait, that bothers you?
I think that's funny.
Well, I think it's funny, but
Yeah.
sometimes when I'm talking to someone that I'm interested in, and I'm
Yes,
getting
that's when it's really
one
annoying.
word-
Okay, sure.
Yes,
So
it's
you-
annoying when you're interested in someone, but in general, like, you know, when I'm talking to my dad or one of my friends, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. But if I'm romantically pursuing someone, and
Fair.
and
Yeah, that would drive me nuts
all I
too.
get
I'm like,
is like,
come on.
okay, good, haha.
But do you, okay,
Yeah.
so do you think this is that okay, so in this hypothetical, is this person also into you and this is them just like having zero communication?
I don't know.
Well, the
skills?
thing is that
That's
a lot
never
of the
really
times
happened.
you're trying to figure out whether or not they're interested in you
Yeah.
or not.
True.
At least in my experience.
yeah, I
and then
think-
how am I supposed to know that off of a like
right, because they're giving you nothing.
Like
I think
this
that's what
prayer
bothers
emoji.
me
Yeah.
is that the guys who think that like nonchalance and like I don't
Oh,
care,
is
Yeah.
attractive.
it's
yeah.
the worst. I
it.
hate it. I'm like, no, like tell me that you want me. Don't like enough of this like game. I don't know what are we doing. I can't
Yep,
tell.
I totally agree with
I
that.
don't
But
know.
yeah, that's it.
That's
Yes.
funny you say that because I think girls certainly do the same thing.
Really?
Oh yeah, my girlfriend being one of them.
Oh.
Yeah, her and I had this thing, and because we both did it, right?
Right.
Where like, and we talk about it and laugh about it now, but we both were just guilty of like, oh, they texted me. They'll get a text later, you know, that whole like
Yeah,
that whole
the
thing.
mind games.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think at least going back to what we were saying earlier, right? Like the like very short, like nothing to work with. Because I've also had girls like do that to me when I was trying to like pursue them,
Sure.
and I always just take that as like, okay, they're just not interested, and that's on them
Yeah.
if they are and they just drop in the ball heavily. You know?
Right.
If you're, I mean, I'm sure y'all like you know the what's the saying? If they wanted to, they would.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
From
I
our
mean, it is
question.
It goes
true.
both ways.
It
It
is
goes
true.
both ways.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know. I think a lot of people are really concerned that like if they show too much interest, then they'll like freak them out. And I don't know.
Fair.
I'm just like, if I am going out of my way to like text you like throughout the day, like I'm into you. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand why this is like so confusing to guys.
Well, because there's definitely girls that will text you back even if they're not interested.
But like all day though.
Define all day. Like, are you instantly responding? Are you like
I'd say a good average texting turnaround, you know? Like we have a few back and forths, then someone goes away for a few hours, then you come back, a few little back and forth, and then you go away.
yeah? I guess it's hard. I hate texting. I
Is this a guy thing? Because I feel like all guys are like, I hate texting.
Okay, to me, we have exited the very like surface level once we have a phone call, and it's and a phone call that is longer than like it's not just like a hey, I'm picking you up,
Right.
like it's like a tell me about your day.
Yeah.
That crosses a line of like, okay, now I know that this person is the chances that this person is interested in me is like have
Yeah,
dramatically
well, actually cares
increased.
about your day. I totally agree. I hate texting too.
Yep.
I forget to text people back.
Yeah,
and people
I
get
hate it.
offended.
Yep.
I don't even care.
Yep. I'm completely on board with that. Completely on board, which sucks because my girlfriend loves texting, and which now that we're a year and a half into our relationship, right, and we just have different communication styles, and she's very much like I like to write out my thoughts. I like to really take the time to, and whereas that's great, and I think that's but early in our relationship, I was like, oh, she just doesn't like talking to me on the phone. Screw me, all that. We made it work.
Thomas.
We made it work. We made it work. But like for me, on the flip side, I'm like, I want to hear their voice. I want to like hear the emotion in their voice. I want to like, I don't want to just. I've been reading a bunch of crap all day. I mean, I go to school, I don't want to just keep reading stuff. Like, I don't know.
Well,
All right.
Okay, Delaney.
Well, that is all the time that we have for today. I know, I'm sorry. Thank you, Thomas, for being such a great guest. And thank you for listening to XwhY. You can follow us on social media at XwhY Podcast. Submit your questions to xwhypodcastinfo@gmail.com and visit our website. It's the xwhypodcast.com for more information on being on the podcast or getting your question featured. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a follow on Spotify so that you never miss an episode. And until then,
that's exactly what we're going to do, the Max.
we'll see you next time on XwhY.
X, what's the spot? Why is the key on?